Back in the temple with some kirtan. computer's open. So now we'll have our discourse. And as I promised, something terrible happens. So we were reading yesterday about how Sutta, who learned the Devi Bhagavatam from Vedavyasas himself, is here in the Naimisavana, this special place for holy revelations. So we'll go on from there. Sutta draws a deep breath, and his eyes still shut, continued. Hear of the birth of Vedavyasa's son, Sukadeva, who first expounded the Purana in the world, as he heard it from his father, Vedavyasa. Once Vedavyasa, the son of a fisher girl, Satyavati, sat in his ashram on the banks of the golden river Saraswati when he saw two sparrows feeding their newly hatched chick. Never had Vedavyasa seen such adoration in any living creatures as he saw in these two parent birds. As they thrust the food they softened in their own beaks into the child's gaping mouth. Never had he seen such love, such ecstasy, such devotion. Vyasa thought, if these sparrows, who will never see their child again once he flies off, love their young ones so much, how much more will a man who expects the world of his son? Ah, surely to caress and nurture one's own child is the greatest joy that exists in this world. Moreover, how can a man die in peace unless he has a son to whom he can leave his wisdom and his earthly possessions? A child who will touch fire to his corpse and perform his last rites, so that his soul can rise up to the heavens. Vedavyasa decided that no man can be fulfilled unless he has a child, and his mind turned to how he himself could become a father without delay. The good Muni set out for Mount Meru to perform tapasya, so he could be blessed with a son. When he arrived on that hollow of mountains, he built an ashram for himself, then wondered, which god shall I worship now? Which one will grant me my desired boon swiftly? Shall I pray to Vishnu, to Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Surya, Ganapati, Agni, Kartikeya, Varuna? Suddenly he heard someone softly plucking on a veena, and saw that the wandering rishi, Narada, had arrived there, as though by chance. Vyasa warmly welcomed Narada, and then they sat together on their Durbar asanas. Narada said to Vyasa, you seem careworn. Tell me, what troubles you? Vyasa smiled and replied, Muni, the man who has no son heads an aimless life, and I'm uncertain which god I should worship to have one of my own. Narada laughed delightedly. Vyasa, knower of the ambrosial Purana, once my father Brahma asked Vishnu the very same question. At once Vishnu lapsed into yoga, a deep trance. Amazed, Brahma said, Lord of the universe, what samadhi are you plunged in? Whom do you worship? O cause of causes, at your word, the sun ranges the sky, fire burns, and the wind blows. I, who am the Lord of creation, was born in the lotus sprung from your own navel. Vishnu, you are the greatest of all the great, yet here I find you at worship. Who is worthy of your devotion, Vishnu? Vishnu said with a smile on his perfect face, Brahma, indeed, you create, I preserve, and Shiva destroys the universe. Yet, without Shakti, the three of us would be inert, powerless. Mahashakti, the goddess, is the highest power of all, and she animates the rest of us. It is her I worship, Brahma. Who else? It is by her wish that I incarnate as Matsya and Karma and Narsimha and all the rest. It is by her will that I once had my head severed and a horse's head set upon my neck. There is none I know of higher than Parashakti, the Divine Mother, and it is upon her that I meditate, said, Vishnu to Brahma, said Narada to Vedavyasa, adding, so friend, you had all better worship the Divine Mother for your boon. After a while, Narada left, and Vyasa, sitting in Padmasana, began to worship the Devi Bhagavati. So said Sutta to the Munis, the Naimisa Vana, who were athirst for his Devi Purana. Well, so much of this story is like this, because when the Munis heard, Sunaka, remember he's the head of the group of Munis that are listening to the Devi Bhagavatam, the rishis say to Sutta in some surprise, my lord, you said Vishnu's head was severed? We have never heard anything so astonishing in all our lives. Tell us, how did this incredible thing happen? So now we'll move to that. Sutta smiles. Once, when he had fought the Danavas, Madhu and Kaitaba, for 10,000 years without pause, Vishnu grew tired. He sat in his pod asana in a forest, leaned his head on his mighty bow, and fell asleep. Meanwhile, Indra and the Devas, Brahma and Shiva, arrived in Vaikuntha to worship Vishnu, who is their Lord. But they did not find him in his city of miracles. When they sought him in the secret vana in which he had taken refuge, they found him in the swoon of Yoga Nidra. They sat down around the sleeping blue god and were concerned to see that the protector of the universe was like this, plunged in a state of stupor. Indra said, how shall we awaken Vishnu from his slumber? Shiva answered, he will be annoyed if you dare to rouse him, but truly we do urgently need to see him. At which Brahma created a hive of termites, or white ants they called them, called Vamris, and loosed them on the bow against which Vishnu rested his head as he slept. If the insects are ate through the one end of the bow, the other would rise, dislodging Vishnu's head and waking him up. But the white ants said to Brahma, how dare we disturb the sleep of Lord of the worlds? To disturb blessed sleep is a sin equal to tearing a husband from his wife. Moreover, what do we gain by this crime against Vishnu? Brahma immediately replied, if you do this, you shall have all the ghee that falls outside the pit of the fire ceremony for yourself. So hurry and rouse Vishnu. The greedy white ants devoured one end of the bow. The bowstring gave way with a report like a star exploding. The sun rose in tidal waves. The sea rose in tidal waves. Mountains shook. Meteors fell screaming from the sky. The sun fell below the horizon, and evil omens filled the four corners. The alarmed Devas saw that Vishnu's head had been severed from his blue neck by the whiplash of the bowstring, and was nowhere to be seen. They began to beat their breasts and wail, Lord Vishnu, invincible one, you have been decapitated today, and we are to blame. Even Shiva seemed stricken, and Brihaspati, who is the guru of the Devas and the embodiment of wisdom, advised, these tears are of no use now. When fate tries us, we must exert our intelligence to save ourselves from danger. But Indra cried, fie on your intelligence. Vishnu's head has been struck off by our folly. Ah, fate is all-powerful, and we are helpless against it. Brahma said, indeed, fate is unequivocal, and all that are born must suffer. Only Mahamaya, the Devi, can help us now. Let us worship her. Brahma summoned the Vedas, who were there incarnate, and commanded them, sing the hymn of the omniscient Bhagavati, the Divine Mother, now. And the resplendent Vedas did so at length, fervently calling out her many names for thousands of names. Then they sobbed, Bhagavati, Mother, are you angry with the ocean's daughter, Lakshmi, that you have killed her lord today? Vishnu's head has vanished like a dream, Devi, and no one but you can make him alive again. Then a voice, more exquisite than beauty itself, spoke to the Devas from the sky. All will be well again, Suryas. Golden Vedas, I am pleased with your worship, but nothing in this universe happens without a good reason. Once Vishnu looked at his wife Lakshmi's face and laughed, and Lakshmi was distraught because she thought he had seen something ugly in her perfect, beautiful face. She became suspicious that he had another woman, or he would not laugh at her like that. Sorrow turned to wrath as the tamas guna, possessed her. And she cursed him. May your head fall off, she said. She even thought it would be better to be widowed than to have her lord take another wife. It is by that curse that Vishnu's head fell off into the salt sea today, and from another one as well. Once the Asura Haidakhandi performed a tapasya for 1,000 years. He neither ate nor slept, but chanted my name. This is the Divine Mother telling this story. Ceaselessly, until at last I stood before him in my tamasic body. I saw he truly loved me, for when he saw me, his eyes filled with tears of joy. I said to that demon, Haidakhandi, I am pleased with you. Ask me for what boon you like. He said, Mother, let death never approach me. Let me be invincible against the Devas and the Asuras. Let me be an immortal yogi. Asura, I said, birth follows death, as death follows birth. You cannot be immortal, and ask for another boon. So I said to Haidakhandi. The canny Asura replied, then, Devi, let me find death only at the hands of one who has a horse's face like me. So I blessed him and said, let only a horse-faced one kill you, Haidakhandi. Pleased to no end, he went back to his kingdom, and ever since then he has been the scourge of all the beings, and no one can kill him because none of them are truly mighty, has a horse head. So Devas, find a horse's head, fix it on Vishnu's neck, and let him end the world, and let him rid the world of Haidakhandi. With this, the invincible Devi fell silent. Indra said to his artisan Vishvakarma, go find a horse's head and please place it on Vishnu's body. So he attached the horse's head to Vishnu's throat with sacred mantras. At once Blue Narayan stood up, neighing so loudly it seemed that the sky would be shattered by that sound. The horse-head god flew at that horse-faced demon, Haidakhandi, and tore him from limb to limb. So says Sutta, to the Munis in the Vinasa. Bole Baba Ki Jai. Any questions? So nothing happens without some purpose. Yeah, I don't think they have to. I don't think they have to find his houses. As soon as he does the work of the gods, which is destroy this demon, then he'll be back with his head to Lakshmi. And maybe tomorrow we'll tell the story about the two demons that he was fighting for 1,000 or 10,000 years. So Bula Baba Ki Jai will reconvene tomorrow at 8:30 with our Devi Puja. And thank you for joining us. We'll go have darshan of Mother before we